Hi everyone, this is Martin Abdo again with Relief Long Distance. I pulled a card this morning from my Oracle deck, and it is grounding Earth. So I decided I would go for a walk and have a talk with all of you today. And if you happen to have seen my first 3 shorts from yesterday on YouTube, I'm going to continue from there to share how my spiritual journey continued from when I was 8 years old up until now, as a Reiki master, Reiki practitioner that I offer remotely over the phone and also in person at Ravenna Rocks in Seattle. And you can find me there on Saturdays from 1 to 5. The owners are Jenny and Josh, and they are fantastic individuals and a couple. So we would love to see you and come and check out their shop. They've been around for a year or so. They offer crystals and stones. So with that, we will continue on my little journey as I walk on Monday. It's Martin Luther King Day holiday. And so let's see. Where was I? I was mentioning when I was in grade school. So grade school was when I was diagnosed with learning challenges in 1st or 2nd grade. And school was a challenging time for me. And just trying to find my place, feeling comfortable. And I was filled with a lot of just chronic angst, anxiety, not being able to fit in the box of school, academics, and that affected my self-worth and self-esteem as the years went on into high school and college. So I never felt like that was my calling as far as academics. And well, it wasn't until, let's see, my first year of college, and that's when I tried probably too hard to keep up and get the grades, and I felt my first episode of depression, and I reached out to family, and I was put on an antidepressant, and unfortunately that triggered mania. That episode went on for 6 months, and then depression another 6 months, and that cycle happened twice before I was formally diagnosed with living with bipolar. And I am very grateful to my mother, who was the one who sought out the help for me in my early 20s. Then after getting on medications and getting stable, I was able to then move out of my parents' home and just kind of slowly move on with my journey in my 20s, like anybody else, trying to figure themselves out. And knowing that school wasn't my calling, I was fortunate enough to have a best friend. Her name is Jillian McGinnis, a friend of a ex-girlfriend, and she introduced me to massage. I went to a massage school, and it was an amazing experience in Seattle. And from there, I learned lots of different techniques to heal others and heal myself. uh, while going through massage training, Jillian had been to Hawaii and was introduced to Reiki, and she then introduced me to Reiki in a trade, and I immediately fell in love with it, almost to the point where I dropped out of massage school, but chose not to. She continued to encourage me to finish massage school, and I'm grateful that I did. After massage school, I went to New Orleans, and I worked at the Ritz-Carlton and offered a massage 7 days a week. Oh, pardon me, I mean 7 massages a day for 5 days a week, but still it was a lot. And I did that for like a year and a half, and then moved to the East Coast, and that was quite a journey. And that was with my ex-wife. So during that time, I got to integrate massage and Reiki with my gives, but found that it was difficult for me to give Reiki due to the fact that people wanted more deep tissue and treatment work instead from me. So that then brought me to focusing mostly on treatment work, and I stayed in massage for 10 years and spent a majority of it working for chiropractors on the East Coast and eventually back on the West Coast in Seattle. Then, where did I go from there? After expiring my license with massage, I was connected to a major hospital in Seattle, and that position was for being a peer and being able to share your lived experience of living with mental illness and offering hope to others. And I would have to say that became my second passion in life, Reiki being number one. And so I've been doing that, offering hope and guiding others on outpatient and inpatient at a hospital for almost 16 years. It'll be 16 years in just a few weeks in February. Then, let's see, as I've been doing the work in the hospital, I decided, with the support of my wife, to pursue the Reiki and try that in conjunction with my other job, with the hope of just moving on to Reiki as a full-time profession. And I've been at that for a year now, and it has been going really well, slowly growing my clientele. And I again give a shout out to Ravenna Rocks. Thank you for my start, and also thank you to all of the clients who have been very supportive, and also just thank you to my wife and my son for always encouraging me on a daily basis. So with that, the past few years, I have, with the encouragement of my wife, been exploring more spirituality, and that led to being able to carve out time in the morning each day, not skipping a day for the last 2 to 3 years, where I meditate for 10 to 20 minutes after waking. I read from a book of Dalai Lama. I read from another book. It's called The Peace Book. And from those readings, I write down takeaways. And then I also write my intentions for each day. And I write gratitudes. And in addition, I have another book where I write down how I want to feel for the entire day in each infinite moment. This habit has been going on for quite a while, but I'm finding that the repetition is definitely transforming me as an individual and making me a better father, a better husband, and a better person as far as in the community and offering support for those who need it. And that is my ultimate goal, is to give back, because I received a lot of care when I was going through a lot of trauma and struggle in my earlier years, in my earlier 20s. So, as they say, pay it forward. And this is my time to do it in my 50s and beyond. So that is pretty much where I'm at. And my goal now is to walk with you on a daily basis and share with you insights, either on my walks or sitting in my home and sharing downloads that I've had and reading those to you or summarizing them for you, and then getting your takeaways and hoping to hear from your comments and building community that way. All right. Well, with that said, that's a cool shot. You see that plane? With that said, let's conclude for today, and we will talk soon. I appreciate all your support, and thank you for considering any Reiki remotely, either at Ravenna Rocks, or you can contact me through Relief Long Distance if that is something that interests you. Thank you, and have a wonderful